Ashley472074. Alpha is a relic of the 2011-2012. Let me explain. The guy talked about video games right before the Patreon explosion around 2013. I remember because this was before the massive demonetization. Even then I was meh at Patreon. The guy has a visible game wall with a decent camera, but now, as I said, he's a relic. Dozens of news channels spew the same articles, gaming and political. Tons of people stand in front of their virgin shrines. I love that, virgin shrines. I mean, game walls, so he's not so special there anymore. And tons of people curse on this site and still have great, coherent, and better structured videos. Look, the guy did off-the-cuff videos well for the time, and he had a decent collection to boot, so it drew interest. Now there are so many people who do the same thing better that he's irrelevant. Sure, he made a big comeback. His E3 vid had a lot of views, but the moment he starts with the news crap, which he will, because that's all he has, his views will go from 100K back down to 7K max. Once he started with it, even I would just skip his vids, because that was the point if he's going to spout the same info with curse words. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that from people, that they were really excited to see him come back, and they were curious to see, what he'd been working on. The way you heard him say he was going to make a massive comeback, or if he did come back, he would basically come back and make it worth people's while. And while it's great that he's back for a lot of those fans, like I said, it's great he's back for those fans of his that he left high and dry. If he's just going to do the same kind of thing that RGT85 does, that Nintendo Prime does, and a lot of these other people do, it's like, meh. He's going to do the same kind of stuff, but in a beanie, with a metal chain, and talk like this. So he's going to do that same thing like that. I think most people would probably agree when they really want to see Alpha do something a little different than just everybody else. But here's the deal, Ashley. Alpha's probably just wanting to actually not go in his own way and do something original. He wants to be just like everyone else. He sees the trends and he wants to get those views, and that's what he wants to do. But he could have came back. He could have been a little different. He could have been doing something different. But 2 years later, it's just going to go back to the same kind of gaming news article regurgitation, only he's going to have a lot more edgy energy, I guess. But heck, who knows? I think he'll probably still get a good bit of views. I don't think he'll be down to 7K views a video, at least now. But like you said, what happens when people just kind of get bored and they move on? A lot of people actually have moved on, and I don't know if I would agree that he's like a relic, but yeah, a lot of people moved on, and I've heard from many people that tell me that used to be his fan that they're just not going back, because once he revealed who he is and his disdain for his own fans and how he felt about them by leaving them in the dark on things, once he revealed that, a lot of them were like, screw you, we'll just go somewhere else.